Hello, Conquerors! Welcome back to the channel. I'm your host, the Purple Bull Moose, and here we cover everything Old World. So please, if you want to support the channel, remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and let me know what else you want to see from Old World. So where we last left off, our goal is to upgrade our barbarian horsemen, get a mass production of elephants going now that we have our stronghold almost up and available, war econ to support that, and diplomacy so that way we can reduce our overall threats. We have this little apex quadrant on the southwestern corner of our nation that is open to, I think, all 4 other competitors. So we are in a little bit of a difficult situation where we can get war declared on us from any direction. We got a good pacing as far as our ambitions are concerned, but that does not mean that we're necessarily out of the woods. Let's go ahead and get into it. All right. End of the turn. Anything else that we really need to consider? So let's take a quick overview. Elefante is 25 turns away from getting to strong level culture, meaning it'll be great on pace at turn 65 to have access to start pumping out 8 level units. Our next ambition will be completed in the capital here with the Opulence Project in 3 years, putting us 5 turns ahead of schedule. I like to get one ambition out of the way every 12 turns. We have our Gauls fighting our battles for us over here in the north, so I will let them continue to do so as the Danes keep causing issues for us. And besides that, we're just getting all the classics. Workers coming out in our new cities, a militia being built here. We do not have control over our cities without governors due to the Grand Vizier that's currently here. It's a pretty good Grand Vizier, and we, quite frankly, have plenty of civics if we really want to start going against her wishes. So I'm not too concerned about that regard either. We are not necessarily the bottom of the leaderboard, but we're not necessarily at the top. We're sharing the bottom here with Assyria. Assyria is much stronger than us. Babylon is just stronger. Greece is much stronger. And Kush is stronger. So we really need to start boosting up our military stats, so that way we don't look like such a juicy treat for the AI. But that's for next turn. A spark. One evening, a courtly revel ends, and you meet a fascinating young envoy from the faraway land. All right, the exotic. I have a wife. She's the governor of Nice, but she's not particularly great. Only 3 science coming out of her. But becoming loyal this early in our life is actually very good. So we'll definitely take the extra stats. A surprise birth. Okay. Fantastic. This is for who? My sister in jail? Oh, no. Nothing has changed. Leave her to rot. Pretty gross. She is miserable, and we lose orders, but I get to do this because I'm terrifying. Take the child. It will be raised by another. I feel generous. Free them both. Well, I'm not compassionate. I am terrifying. How's the Hanoi opinion of me? Pretty decent. Room to grow by being able to push our relationship with the church. We'll see if I need the orders. We'll come back to this. Unhappy peasants. Temple priests claim that the gods are angry with us. The oligarch, what are you up to, dude? They demand a sacrifice to help bring the rains and end the poor harvest. That is a huge sacrifice. No thank you. That is way too much. Or we get 2 rebels in Carthago. Not fantastic, but I will take the 2 rebels. Yikes, and they are strong as hell, rebels. Okay. We are going to unlimber. We are going to move in. With what units? This this spearman is really messing us up. Yeah, I guess we could just have to chip away at it. That's really our only recourse. Come here, heal. Or I suppose, let's go ahead and grab strike 2 and heal. So that way when this attack comes, we'll be okay. We're going to take this worker and place them here to block this unit from coming on in. And I'm pretty sure this archer isn't smart enough to close in on this tile, and it will instead just shoot from its open position, leaving our onager to hit both of these units. 9 orders and 3 lazy workers. You are too busy to block a path. You, I need to do what? Nice is doing fantastic as a city. I see no reason as to not keep developing its culture. Invest in Nice. It'll be a nice cultural hub. Solde will be hereby known as Pincushion. It is the problem zone. It is between Assyria, Babylon, and Kush. So this is likely going to be the deep battleground. Luckily, it is preferential terrain for us, as it is wide and open for our horses. But we will bring our horses out of the wide open plains and take some time to upgrade each of them. The idea behind this is we want to continue to boost our overall military score and further defend ourselves. This is why we've been stockpiling training for as long as we have, because that whole thing took 400 training. It's not cheap to get these upgrades. So coming back to the surprise birth, we can't really use the orders to spend, so I'll just take the opinion hit. That is fine by me. End the year. All right, finally, King Alexander the Chad is dead. A new queen is here, and she is a diplomat. Fantastic. Maybe she'll... Well, actually, not fantastic. That's going to make her upset with us because diplomats don't get along with orators. So that's too bad. And the king has recovered from his illness. Fantastic. Now, the queen. We can make them superstitious of us. We do have this ocean kind of defending us. This axeman's a bit of a concern. So while I would love to steal this science, it is only 2 science. It's only 2 years of science. So I would prefer to keep acting diplomatically, trying to reduce the amount of people that I expect to immediately attack me. Our barbarian hordes are continuing to defend us. Fantastic. I hope they continue to do so. And just as expected, no one closed in on our onager, giving us the option to do a little chunk of damage. I will swing around this way and hit here. And even if both units attack me, actually they can't. He can't move backwards for reasons that I'm not quite certain about. Why can't he move to this tile? That's very interesting. I'm not sure why he can't move this way. I'm not going to look a gift horse in the mouth, but yeah, is what it is. Take some time to continue to upgrade the units that we can. We'll have to wait on the upgrade. Oh, no, we can get it right here. Fantastic. We now have a 6, a 5, and a 5. So fantastic upgrades. Feeling a lot more secure here in Pincushion. And let's see, has that helped us out? Stronger, 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 and much stronger. So only one nation is much stronger than us now. So that's certainly helping our cause of defense. 2 lazy workers. You're too busy getting your ass kicked up here. I'm kind of fine with it. I don't really need this city to get developed. I just don't want the statesmen to get mad at me. And gives it time for the militia to come out and for these barbarians to keep fending off the Danes. Death to the Danes. 1 more lazy worker. Let's get back to our economy. Definitely want to be focusing on getting some stone along this mountain range is very good. But food. Food is a bottleneck that we really need to address. Getting some workers out here to build out this breadbasket is going to be very important because that is the primary cost of elephantes. African elephants cost 50 wood and 100 food. Very expensive. So we have plenty of wood to chop all over the place. I'm not worried about chops. I am, however, worried about food production. But actually, on our border cities, plenty of food, plenty of food. Much less worried about food now, actually. Fantastic. You'll heal all on your own. You can retreat. I don't know why the hell you're still all the way out here. And I would like to keep exploring what's over this way. Oh, are they at war? No, not at war, but very close to their borders. Potentially war to break out between a couple of nations would be much better than them pointing at me. End our year. An absolute slaughter. Okay, the queen is converted. All right. Opulence project complete, and so is the ambition. A mysterious sword. Well, I'm not much of a warrior, but I don't necessarily have bad stats for a general if I decide to go in that direction. I should already be a governor somewhere. Am I not a governor? Got to assign myself somewhere. In Nice, you're granting me, that's an extra 1 science, not groundbreaking. We have a great governor in here. She's exactly what we want for military production and for specialist production. And Carthago, yeah, we still have the smartest boy. So you would actually be losing me science here. An extra 2 science here for 100 civics? I guess. not really super interesting. But at least your courage will help get this spearman out a little bit faster. I like that the Grand Vizier is focusing us primarily on military. 2 spearmen coming out, especially on the borders, is going to be very good. We're of a similar mindset. Can't quite get a kill. Can I get 3 damage here? No, only 2 damage. So I can't kill both this turn, which is unfortunate. So we'll go ahead and kill this one. Heal here. Hopefully tank another shot. Still not sure why they can't move to this square. I guess the city itself imposes zone of control, which is interesting. Production-wise in the capital, we're going to keep on focusing what's going to give us the absolute best return on our investment. So getting a master poet right here out of our theater is fantastic. Science, culture, and civics. All what we want inside of a statesman's seat. Back to the mysterious sword. Yeah, I guess I'll spend the cash on it. We got cash to burn. Why not? Let's grab another heal. Keep doing what you're doing, big guy. These guys will keep the slaughter going. And you start working on food. Food immediately. The best spot for the next range would be right here in between these, but I don't necessarily feel there's a need to min-max your range and barracks adjacency bonuses that much. So they give extra orders onto the garrison and to the stronghold, but it's not like so much orders that it's like super necessary. So, you know, is what it is. You are fully upgraded. We only need to upgrade you too, but that'll have to wait a couple more turns. We are producing 70 a turn, so we will actually get these guys upgraded fairly shortly. And let's see, who would be a good ally? We're assuming there might be a mountain pass here for the Assyrians to attack the Babylonians through. And I think it would be a good idea for us to try to get good relationships with the Babylonians. Or not the Babylonians, the Assyrians. The reason for that, well, you know, they just have a good military, even though they have crap science. So they're not going to be a super late game worry for us. All right, so thinking this all the way through. If Greece ends up in a war with us, they have to come through this choke point in which we are very well defended. We will even one day have a citadel right up here on this hill. And we'll be able to pretty easily clean them up if they try to fight us here, especially if we have elephants. So I'm not worried about Greece. Even if they get a boat to make a landing here, yeah, it's just another choke point. So where we can get 2 versus 1. So that's fantastic. So yeah, I'm not worried about Greece. Not worried about a fight against Greece. And if I want to defend myself against these 3, getting the monkey in the middle, Babylon here, is our best bet. So that way, if we can get an alliance ship or a peace deal, or maybe get them to go into war if we get a schemer later on, that could be very good. So we're going to work on our relationship with Babylon. Do we have any kids yet? No children yet. But let's start working on our relationship with Babylon. Let's get a trade mission and an influence mission. Looks good. How's our internal politics going? Not bad. In fact, I can go ahead and take back this send of gems, take back the fur, and give the fur to this family to give a nice solid bonus to them. Nice little buffer to keep them out of the negatives. Very nice. And while we're at it, we might as well give a heal up to our unit here in the north. What do we want to name these cities in the north? Alright, so naming our cities up in the north so that we have a better idea of what the hell's going on up here. It's going to be Breadbasket, because look at all this wheat. Gaul Wall, because of our giant force of Gauls sitting inside of here. And Frostreach. Frostreach is going to be the city right here, reaching up to this frosty little tip. Makes me wonder exactly what the lands of Kush looks like. We could do an infiltration mission, get a little better idea of what we're working with here, maybe next year. Ow. Get him, Gauls. Oh, the Danes are fighting back. Okay, we've discovered citizenship. Judaism is in the Kush. And the writers are pleased with me. They converted over to the proper religion. Finally. Fantastic. Okay. We get the sword call, extra legitimacy, and the sword call gives us extra culture. Not the worst for Carthago. Kind of like that a lot. We can sell it for a huge chunk of gold, but we have a solid income all on our own. But I don't think I want to wield it in battle. I don't think I am the warrior type. So let's go ahead and grab a sword call. Sounds great. And that is going to get us access to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 laws. 2 more to go. To get up to our 6th law, we just need sovereignty and monasticism. So monasticism is here. Hopefully we draw sovereignty on the next hand. And we will get access to a very early 7 laws. To place our sword cult. Is there anywhere that we can place it that'll help? Yeah, this is pretty good. Grab one of these 2 spots to grab this extra urban tile and connect our borders. Not bad. Like that a lot. Under fire. Volcanic eruption. Okay, over in Greece. We can take advantage and declare war. No thanks. We can give them peace. That sounds fantastic. Or just straight XP. I'll take a peace deal with Greece. That sounds great. Like we said, trying to get everybody off our backs. We will also grab some additional orders. We could go for legal code, which will be equivalent to 50 civics per turn. We already have 71 civics per turn and a huge backlog of civics. We frankly are almost at the cap. You can't have more than 2,000 civics, so I don't need more civics. So instead, I will grab Divine Rule. That's going to be 4 orders a turn because we have 4 cities with shrines in it. And once we have monasticism, we can get polytheism, which will let us spread more shrines to more cities, spreading our pagan religion. And through that, we can then switch over to monotheism and get a whole bunch of orders in case we decide to go to war at any time. Finishing up, let's get a nice kill on our Onager. Feels nice. Definitely something we want to get leveled up. And I think we should probably help out the Gauls, because our Gaul wall is diminishing turn over turn. A little scary. In fact, I'm going to take some time to upgrade this Amazon Cav to help us out over here. More will definitely be coming in. This guy is dead to just 1 hit. So a bit of a problem. But I don't mind chopping some wood just to clear the way for a kill zone when we bring our chariot up here to do some damage. 3 lazy workers. I'm not sure if I want to commit you to anything yet because you're kind of in a little bit of harm's way. So I'll just keep working on the food available to us to keep preparing ourselves for a massive elephant production. 1 year until we can start it. 1 year until the miner is finished. Very well timed. And I think I'm going to start moving this horse up towards the north as well. 3 horses, hopefully with the aid of the Gauls, will be enough to wipe out both these camps. In fact, I think I'll move the Gauls onto these camps to let them produce more units. Lazy worker. I think it's a reasonable time now to start developing this city into a little bit more of military production. We'll grab barracks. It looks good. Get a couple more barracks, a couple more ranges around here. Get the military production in Azerbaijan up as high as we can get it. End the year. Absolute slaughter up here. My lord. And here they come. All right. Look a little weak in the process, but we have got an influence mission off on them. Our ambassador is corrupt. Who cares? Not particularly a problem. You jerk. Open rebellion, huh? Or I let you take the throne? Honestly, she's not a bad leader. She's spoiled, but look at them stats. I'm not super attached to this guy. He's intelligent and righteous, but, you know, that's just kind of okay. You know, we're not really doing anything with those. And we're getting 1 science per city per culture level. So that is, how many points do we have? As Carthage, we have 12 points. So that's 12 science. Is that right? Yeah. Having an intelligent leader is pretty good. So let's take a look at. So if we let her seize the throne, she gives us science, but we lose science from intelligence. So it's a net loss of 1, which isn't the worst. Not the worst by a long shot. And I feel like we can improve that as we go. So it's a net loss It's not like we're expanding anymore. No one's really going to be jumping up in culture level in like the next couple of turns, so it doesn't really expand the deficit of the science gains. Yeah. Okay, yeah, I'm fine with that. You can seize it. I don't need to deal with an open rebellion. We're having a nice time expanding. Might even get to further expand if we want to in the north. But we're on easy street. No reason to rock the boat. Nothing is ever easy, speaking of. The queen has become power hungry. Oh, good. Straight to jail. War with Kush. No, thank you. A chance to become paranoid, which sucks, but you are just a governor that we don't really need. I have a chance to become unpopular. Well, I can handle unpopular because we have plenty of civics to handle the mission, so I'll roll the dice on that. And I absolutely will adopt paganism as my state religion. That makes everybody happy. Do I want a free spearman or a court soldier? Frankly, I want a spearman. Yeah, I could use the troops just to, again, better defend myself. We're doing a pretty job keeping up with everybody in scores, so that's okay. Spymaster definitely want additional science. And in fact, let's work on you immediately. Let's influence you. Because that covers a few things. One, you're the Pope, so that it aids all my families. Two, if your relationship with me gets over 200, then we will get even more science from your position as a spy master. Very, very good. The new queen is actually working out pretty well for us. Only downside is we have a much less training, actually, now that I see it. It's on close to half training, which is too bad, but it is what it is. With these units, I'm going to keep pushing out here. Can we get a kill? Probably can. And again, remember, you can always control these units. So people are going to come in. And I don't think actually you're able to kill this guy. You'll come very close, but he'll survive with 2 health. That's kind of funny. We don't have animal husbandry. Frankly, we should probably pick that up. We got a lot of good stuff coming out of it. We just have been ignoring these techs because we got to skip over and get straight to portcullis without any of this. But honestly, all 3 of these techs, after we have these 2, is pretty good. I'm going to leave it alone for right now. We're doing a great job, so let's go ahead and just keep rolling. 6 lazy workers, my lord. Okay. Nothing more to build in Elefante. Yeah. It's just food now that we want. So, elephants, please. Ooh, a 4-turn African elephant? Oh, it's so good. Definitely do not mind that. So who is near food? We got a worker here. Come up here. Grab this farm. I think I'm going to keep investing in Nice. I definitely want to continue to develop the culture levels in here. I think it'd be nice to have at least 2, 3 cultural hubs in our family seats. Definitely not a bad play. Frankly, we should probably be committing to at least a 4th, because the ambition game typically leads you that way. But honestly, with the way things are going, we might want to lean into war. Elephants, barbs, and spears is a pretty strong military mix. Gonna bring this unit up. Keep working on this side of the expansion. And definitely claim these 2 seats so we can stop worrying about the incursions. End our year. More tribal raids near Frostreach and an Acropolis in Assyria. Okay. So Babylon wants to trade. They want to give us wood. That's great. We would love wood. I'm not giving up my science. I'm not giving up my orders. Civics, as we've said a few times, is definitely something we have in excess. Ooh, survived with 1 health. Yay, run. All right, who wants some? You're out of cover. Can't do quite enough. There we go. Get that kill. Have these guys focus in. They should kill that on their own next turn. Grab a heal here. We'll keep working on the breadbasket when we can. And I'd like to lock in another fisher here, but I'm actually going to rush this one out because I would like to get back to making caravans. Again, we want to be focusing on getting nice relations with Babylon, so that way we can get a peace deal and maybe even a alliance one day. The next storm. We can do that. We can chop all these fields. Oh, it's the orders you need. My bad. Definitely can't do both. I can buy both, but I'm not gonna. So what do you want to do on this next storm? Oh, I get to be humble? Oh no. That's actually fantastic. Oh, but we should indulge in revelry soon so we don't stay stressed. Time to kill. No thank you. Do not need to start any wars. A restless city. I can afford that expenditure. Let's go ahead and sell the iron we're not using. Get a grain dole. If our income's looking a little skimpy, let's go ahead and work on it. Skimpy, 300. That's what's considered skimpy in this playthrough. We can get a nice farm here. Got some nice lush tiles over here next to rivers and fresh water. So yeah, we'll definitely come this way. Build up a nice little bread basket over here too. Okay, the Spy Master has become influenced. Fantastic. That's going to be a nice increase to our science. The Queen is severely ill. Oh no. And the oligarchs is, oh no, 2 massive science engines are about to be depleted. Oh, the horror. Dark places. Complete 4 caravan missions. That's actually very doable and very good for us. Establish a theology. We don't have a world religion, so that's not likely to happen quickly. They get a negative opinion of me, but they're dead, so who cares? Yeah, let's go ahead and lean into that. Caravan missions sound fantastic to rush. In fact, I will rush them. Getting 4 done quickly sounds good. Do I have access to any cunning people? No, no. No cunning, so we only have 1 source of caravan pumping. So if, yeah, our resources won't hold out that long. Do we have any judges? We do have a judge, and an affable one at that. So we will... Actually, let's take that back. Take back the rush. How quick is it with the affable person in charge? Still 3 turns, but it looks like it really should be 2 turns. I don't know if that number's right. Because we're producing... Yeah, it only takes 80. We're producing 46. That number should be updated. I think we're 2-turning caravans. So we have this done in 8 turns, which is great. All right, keeping this fight going. I'll come here and fight this guy instead. They can take this spot. That's now a Gaul territory. Oh, and we get a nice kill here. All right, the Danes are no longer a threat. But I feel threatened. Quite threatened, in fact. So I'm going to come here. I'm going to upgrade you into Elite Nomad. And I'm going to bring you here. And if I unlimber you here, your range is actually crazy far enough that you'll be able to hit everyone as they come on through. If these guys want to divert and go down towards the Atlantic Ocean, because I think they're raiding Greece, yeah. They're raiding Greece, so if they want to mosey along their way, they're welcome to. But they are not welcome here. Definitely want to heal the workers over in the bread baskets. And move you in on the bread basket, please and thank you. In the capital, we're going to go ahead and grab an apprentice poet. For the uninitiated, the plus sign here means that this production is an upgrade, which means it doesn't create a new master acolyte. It replaces an existing apprentice acolyte and gives a master acolyte. So your net change actually isn't this full amount. It's this amount minus this amount. So it's actually not that good. I'd rather, first and foremost, grab the ones that don't have a plus sign next to them because they have the best return on investment. Greece has begun the mausoleum. That's fine. The king is dead. And we got a scholar in his place. Oh, you're hella smart. The oligarch has died. No! So much science lost. So sad. Hishmat is now the head of the family, the old king. So let's go ahead and give the old king a bit of favor from us and assign him as a new governor in Carthago. Actually, perhaps not. I'll assign myself, because that's 7 science increase, so I am the best candidate for it. Sorry, King. Moment of change. Our spies report that the contacts in Kush and Babylonia may be amenable to a diplomatic discussion, improving relations with us. Owe a favor and grab a whole bunch of science. That's a good amount of science. Oh, Babylon gets this. I don't get this. They owe us a favor and Babylon gets science? Okay. I mean, improves relationships with Babylon. I am not pious. Yeah. I mean, Babylon's already erudite. More science is gonna hurt us, but it's okay. But we definitely want to get on their good side sooner rather than later. In fact, let's go ahead and keep doing trade missions to Babylon. And my lord, my training fell off a cliff. It was 71 at one point. Now it's 2. Picking up some easy kills up here in the north. Grab a heal, make me a farm. Here in the south. Let's poke you, make sure you go away. Keep going this way, guys. No one's stopping you. You're more than welcome to head on south. I'll grab a heal on my unit. And I'll move you in and heal as well. And I think I'm just going to keep working on farms in here. With the adjacency, this will be a 7 farm, so it's actually not that bad. And we'll eventually get around to more stone at some point. Ender, you're there. Okay, the Danes are raiding in the most annoying direction. The Kush is at war with the Danes. Okay, good. Please, help. Alright, I gotta bring at least somebody back. So you gotta fight here. But I do want to make sure that we are wiping out this camp. One more turn of healing for this worker. 2 lazy workers. Get me an awesome quarry. Keep working on farms. And get me another African elephant. Very good. Caravan will be done in 1 turn. A 4-turn caravan. That simply doesn't sound right. Because again, oh, we're producing 24. What happened? We're producing 48 a second ago. Maybe that was leftovers? Perhaps. Let's grab a heal here. Where is our military that's not on the borders? Let's go ahead and get you in this city. Good place for you to be in case we get in a war with Greece, in case we get in a war with Syria, in case more raids come in. Definitely a good spot for this onager. In Carthago, I'm actually going to get this 1 miner. The reason for it is that I want to get this 1 last water tile. It just connects these cities a little nicer. So we're going to go ahead and work towards that. And let's see if we can get some XP. Yeah, actually, you know what? You guys can stay right where you're at. You know what? Stay. Yeah, don't run. Stay with me. Oh, won't you stay with me? So I can beat you into a pulp and get some training on this elephant. You're gonna run, aren't you? Do it, you coward. Oh, good. Brave boy. Stay and die. Appreciate you. Monasticism locked down. Okay. All families get pissed off, but all families get happier through religion. But our religion's already at its max happiness, so it's kind of a moot point. And I get to maintain friendliness if I don't piss them off. I become prosperous, which is a lot of gold, but I become unpopular. Am I still ill at an old age? Yes, severely ill. Or I get a free law of orthodoxy. I mean, shit. Can't ignore that, right? Which lets me, what, rush, please? Yeah, wow. Lets me rush pagan cities with orders. Not fantastic. We don't have the orders to spare, really, but I will absolutely take the free law. Paganism up 20. Individual up 20. They will be a governor, which is better, much better than refusing. So, yeah, take that all day. So that's 7 laws. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We go polytheism here, so we can spread our shrines around. Kill you. Bombard you for an easy kill next turn. And you can't really get peppered up, so you're going to have to come closer. I think I'm still going to go for sovereignty, though. I mean, I don't need it for the 7 laws, but I would still really like tyranny. Yeah, it's going to produce my elephants even faster. So, yeah. Hard yes for that. Who is an available worker in here? Do we have one? We do. Come here, heal, and next turn start working on your citadel. Well, I guess you can't, because we're not at a strong level culture yet. So just keep healing and working on food. Keep working on food. Keep working on military production. Caravan mission to Babylon. Do we want to rush out another caravan? I mean, we can. We also have orthodoxy. So for 22 orders, oh my god, 22 orders is such a steep price. But I guess it's 7 less every turn. Let's get a route. What's the damage looking like here? Killing him? Terrible. Not what we want. So instead of the route, we're going to come back sadly and heal. Keep fighting up here in the north. Shoot you down. Throw you here and heal. And if you guys both target him, he won't die. Move you up to help. Move you up to help. 2 lazy workers. Legal buildings. Legal buildings in Carthago is actually really what I want. In 2 turns we can get started on them. But I guess I can get started on them here as well. We don't really need the courthouse in here. That's not a priority. Up here in the north, we're going to grab the rest of this breadbasket. That is phenomenal. It's going to grab us all these mine locations. Kind of makes this miner a little bit worthless, but frankly, it's not the worst. Get extra training in Carthago that we won't use because we have the estates. That's -6, so this +2 really doesn't balance out that deficit, but it will still lead over to our maximum total, so it's not the worst. All our families are completely happy. I would like to increase how quickly this city gets up to the next level of culture, so I will send some luxuries this way. I'll probably send more luxuries this way in a bit. And I guess here is a good place as any to build more food between these 2 pastures. Seems fine. Only thing I want in here is more training, so we'll make apprentice officers and end our year. How are we doing militarily? Still stronger, still stronger. Similar now, Babylon. Okay, so Babylon's actually probably not that strong of a military partner, but it's fine. Oh, there's even more Danes further north? That's pretty funny. More Danes? My lord. Okay. More trades with Babylon. They want science, civics. They're willing to give us gold. Again, we'll trade away civics. Upgrade our ambassador. More culture doesn't hurt. More religious opinion is overkill, and we don't need opinion with tribes. So we'll take the culture per city, I guess. Seems fun. We will route through. You can't kill me, even if I ding myself up more here. And we can kill you next turn. In fact, I can actually protect my elephant, which is pretty funny. I'll spend another 2 orders inside of Elefante to give it pearls. Shave another year off of its time to get up to strong. So in 9 years, at year 60, we'll be able to start building our citadel. So by turn 70, we should be able to have access to level 8 units, which should, by that time, be what? Maybe 4 level 8 elephants? A pretty strong development over 15 turns. All right, attack, militia, attack. Can we route? We can. So we will, and we'll heal. Grab a kill up here in the north with our spearmen. Keep poking down and make sure that the Gauls are invested. We want to give them this site too, so they can keep developing more units and sending them after the Danes. So that way I don't have to deal. Much nicer, much more breathing room here. Feel a lot better about our breadbasket. In fact, in this city, I'm going to grab another worker just to get more bread in the basket. And on the rest of these lush tiles, doesn't hurt, just grab more farms. Yeah, just keep doing that. End the year. We got sovereignty, the Dane leader is dead, the oligarch is dead, the governor is dead. No, I loved you. Aw, man. The queen is severely ill, and the oligarch is now the new head. You're neutral on me, so that's fine. The rule of wisdom. 1 discontent level in Nice for 4 citizens. Don't really love that. Or it gains autonomous rule. we can't let you have autonomous rule because we need you to make the caravans. So I can't afford to give you autonomous rule. That's too bad. Okay. Discontent it is, and citizens. Yikes. Death of a governor. Choose a new governor. No one's really producing anything in the way of tactics, so I don't think I care. Let's move up one. Move in to kill. Make sure no one comes out and snipes my elephant from me. I would be so sad. We have a new law. Tyranny is available. So let's take a peek. Will that shave a turn off my elephants? They take 6 years, so yes, it will shave a full turn off my elephants. So I like tyranny a lot. Constitution's pretty good, but I don't really have that many urban specialists. I think that would only give me like 8 science, which while that would be a 10% increase, it really isn't a lot. But let's just go ahead and see. How much science increase is this? It goes from 84 to 89. So yeah, it's 5 science. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm building more officers. I should be building more poets. But, we're not really doing that. So, tyranny it is. In the capital, I'm going to grab a master accolade. Again, not super great. But we like it because it's going to give us at least an extra half an order. Doesn't suck. Okay, we have all of our laws. Do we want to get animal husbandry and more food? Yes, we do. We're going to power all the way through, get our chancellor as soon as we can. Should be some pretty quick pickups. 7 workers left. Build a farm. Ooh, and I forgot about polytheism. We need to get our shrines everywhere. So random shrines, go. Come here, build me a money shrine. We're just going to build money shrines everywhere. Just grab 20 gold everywhere. Shoot, kill, poke, shoot, kill. Make more Gauls, please. Thank you. Protect me, my Gauls. Please. We definitely want to get our courthouses in here so we can pump out decrees as fast as possible. Right now, even at a strong level, a decree is worth 5. So being able to further increase our total amount of civics in the city is fantastic. You can come here and get me yet another farm, so you shall. End the year. The drought has started. Ironworking's up. The king of Assyria is upset with me. Not great. And our awesome spy master is ill. No, dude. I keep losing my science, people. Stop. The honor of Assyria. The king becomes endeared to me. At the cost of opinion here, we can afford it. So yes, become endeared to me, my king. Spearman gets guard, spearman gets strike, spearman gets combat. I love combat, so we'll grab combat. There's a drought. No, the food. Oh, I feel like this always happens when I build a lot of farms. We'll pay it to get a nice surplus of food to start working on it. We need to be able to hold off this deficit while not stopping production on our elephants. Let's not lose a random elephant. Or a random horseman. Tech-wise, we could go for more science, but frankly, we already have our level 8 units in the bag. Bodkin arrow is kind of interesting. Yeah, we really only need a couple of spears just to be fodder. Yeah. I like bodkin arrow. We can get lumber mills, which will help us out with the wood production that we need for the elephants. And we really don't even need a lot of that because we can just chop all of this. Always work towards our ambitions. Caravan in 3 turns. Can't rush it either way. Well, you can't get me anything this way. So you might as well just spread the religion. So grab me some more religion. Who's a worker? Is the religion here? Yes. Alright, in that case, get me more stone. Alright, is the religion in here? No. But you can get me a whole bunch of gold right here, so you shall. Is the religion in here? Yes. Is the religion in here? No. You are going to come up here and grab me the water shrine. That'll grab me these tiles, some additional water, and some additional gold. All fun. Production-wise, over in Breadbasket, we're just going to keep leaning into food as much as we can. We love food in this nation. Tech-wise, what are we looking for? Tech-wise, all the things we really want are kind of on back order. Even the granaries would be fantastic here. But we don't really need anything that's currently being offered. We already have orthodoxy, and tolerance isn't something that we need. So I guess I could go with scholarship? Scholarship isn't bad. It's a whole bunch of science. It's less science than it used to be. Yeah, I'll take scholarship. That seems fine. Something to build in the capital at the very least. Why not? But actually, what's the smallest detour? Yeah, let's grab architecture. Baths are also pretty good. I got some places to put them in my major cities, so that's fine. Yeah, I can put bats here. I can put bats here. All that's fun. Let's bring my military. They did a good job kicking the crap out of the Danes. Hopefully the Gauls can handle their own now. All right, the drought has come through. War has broken out. The Kush are now against the Gauls. The Assyrians against the Babylonians. Fantastic. Our spy master is dead. Horrific. And the matriarch is now the head of Carthaginian paganism. Okay. So that's weird all around. That's going to hurt our relationship with Carthage and paganism. That's going to hurt our relationship with all of our families. That is going to hurt our science gain. That is going to hurt... Oh, wow, just a lot. Really, really too bad. And yeah, we'll pick that up in the next one, guys. Now that we have something to deal with, the drought has come, our spy master is dead, our internal politics are falling apart, so plenty to work on. We have 2 of our 3 down. We will rush out the next one no matter what. In fact, I'm just going to lock in a caravan rush with 9 orders and a caravan rush with 600. Hopefully pretty soon. We shall see. Just to get this ambition done as quickly as possible. Well, guys, we will work on getting upgrades into level 8 elephants. We will continue to help our Gauls reclaim some additional land here in the north. And just build up our wartime economy as best we can while holding off everybody else. But it's been a nice, peaceful game. You know, with the exception of the thousands of fights between us and... tribes, but besides that, very peaceful. Very, very peaceful. I'm enjoying it, guys. In the meantime, happy conquering.